The house behind the trees.
I've walked the same forest trail for years. Just me and my dog every morning. No cars, no noise, just trees and birds and quiet. But a few weeks ago I saw something I shouldn't have, and I haven't walked that trail since. It was a Tuesday. I remember because it was foggy, and my dog didn't want to go far. That's when I noticed it, a small gap in the tree line. Not a trail, just space. I don't know how I'd missed it all this time. It was like the trees had moved, like they were letting me see something I wasn't supposed to. So I stepped off the path. It wasn't far, maybe 100 yards in. And there it was, a house. Tall, old, wrong. 3 floors, crooked roof, windows like dead eyes, paint stripped by time, porch sagging like it was tired of standing. But it was the 3rd floor window that caught me. It was the only one that wasn't boarded up. And even in daylight, it felt like something behind that window was waiting. I went back the next day, and the day after that. I started bringing binoculars. I know how that sounds, but something about that place, it pulled at me. And then one morning I saw it. Light. Just a faint glow in the 3rd floor window like a candle. It stayed lit for maybe 5 minutes. Then darkness again. It kept happening, not every day, but always around sunrise, always that window. I checked satellite maps. No house, just trees. I even drove around the perimeter. No roads led there. I asked people in town. Most didn't know the area. One old guy said, "There used to be a foundation back there. Nothing left but bricks and weeds." He was wrong. There's a house, and someone or something in it. One night, I made up my mind. I wanted to see it lit, see it for myself. So I got up at 4:30, packed a flashlight, left the dog at home. By 5:10, I was standing at the edge of the trees just before the house comes into view. The sky was still dark, but softening, that eerie blue just before dawn. And then, there it was. Light in the 3rd floor window. I raised the binoculars and saw a figure. They weren't moving, just watching. I squinted, trying to see a face. The posture was off. Not threatening, just familiar. Same height, same building, same way I crossed my arms. I lowered the binoculars, suddenly cold, waited, watched. Then I did something stupid. I flicked on my flashlight. It landed right on the window, and that's when I realized the figure was me. I froze, my own face, staring back, expressionless, still, but eyes locked with mine. I swear it smiled. Not a full grin, just the corners of its mouth, like it recognized me. That was enough. I turned, walked fast, didn't run. I don't know why. Maybe I thought it would follow if I did. I didn't look back. I still haven't. They say the forest hides what it doesn't want to be found. But sometimes it shows you exactly what it wants. And sometimes it shows you yourself. I don't know what that thing was or what it wanted, but I haven't walked that trail since. And I've started keeping my bedroom curtains closed because the 3rd floor window in my neighbor's house faces mine. And lately, I've been seeing a light.
I only saw her in the rear view.
I drive for a rideshare app. Mostly nights, mostly rural routes. It's not glamorous, but it pays better than you'd think. I've picked up some strange people over the years, but only one that I'm not sure was really there. It was a rainy Thursday night, quiet. I had just dropped someone off in a small town outside Lexington. I was heading back toward the highway. No passengers, no calls, just me and the road. That's when I saw her. A girl standing by the side of the road, no umbrella, no coat, just standing still, staring out across the dark fields. I pulled over without really thinking, rolled down the passenger window and asked if she needed a ride. She didn't speak, just nodded once and got in. She didn't say where she was going, didn't ask questions, didn't even buckle her seatbelt. She sat directly behind me. After maybe 5 minutes, I started to feel weird, like the air had changed, heavier, thicker. I glanced into the rearview mirror, and that's the first time I saw her face. She looked normal but off, pale, wet hair, eyes open too wide, expression blank, like a mannequin in a department store window. But here's the thing. Every time I looked forward, I could feel her behind me. But when I looked again in the mirror, she was gone. I slammed on the brakes and turned around. The back seat was empty. The door hadn't opened. No sound. No shift in weight. Just gone. I sat there in the middle of the road, engine running, wipers ticking. My hands were shaking, and then I noticed something in the mirror, way in the distance. A figure standing on the side of the road, back where I picked her up. I didn't report it that night, didn't tell anyone. I figured maybe I imagined it. Maybe I was tired. But a few weeks later, I saw a post in a rideshare forum. Anyone ever seen the girl near Route 47? Long dark hair, wet clothes, only shows up in the rear view? There were replies. People had seen her. They all said the same thing. She only rides with drivers who drive alone. She only ever speaks once, and no one remembers what she says. But I do, because right before she disappeared, she leaned forward and whispered, "I missed my stop last time." I never drive that road anymore, but I still check my rear view every night, because if she gets in again, I don't think she'll leave.